actually. Let's see. Hola. Trying to get my tripod here all set up. Okay. Incredible afternoon and incredible morning for those who are in time zones where it's still the AM. Incredible greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So let's get it started. Let's get it started and Ooh. All right, share that out. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome into the room. How many of you guys, this is your second time here with me today? Is it your first time catching me live or the second time? Put a 1 or 2 if this is your first time catching me live today or the second time. This is your first time catching me today. Well, the one this morning was pretty interesting. So definitely go check that out. First time, second time today. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the shit show. All right, so let's see. Oh, you can't do that one in groups. Oh, that sucks. All right, so in other words, let's switch this over. Causing good trouble this morning. Yeah, this morning it really was good trouble. Um, okay, so we are all shared out. Okay. Um, let's see. All right. I'm sorry. I was looking at notifications here because I'm trying to make sure that it's all shit out in all the places. All right, there we go. I was gonna say thank you. All right, so if you saw the title, we're gonna talk about not getting sales. I did a post earlier, well, yesterday. It was yesterday, I think I did a post about reasons why your business may not be as successful as you desire it to be. The layer of success, the level of success varies from person to person based off of what your goals are. You can have like short-term goals, and then you have like when you reach that, that's a level of success. Then you have like the long-term ones. If you're playing a long game, short game, like in every part of your business, you can experience some sort of success, right? But we're going to talk about specifically for revenue, the number of orders that you would get, or that you could potentially get, and how to get those orders. What are you doing or not doing to get those orders? If getting orders is directly related to what you are doing. So, how many of you guys feel as if you are not getting the orders and sales that you desire because of something that you are doing or not doing? How many of you guys feel as if you are not getting the sales because of something because of you, right? It's directly related to you, whether it's something you are doing or not doing. You feel like it's affecting your sales. Me, Renata says me. So which side of the coin is it? Is it that you're like, well, I know I'm not getting it because I'm not doing, something? Or do you feel like, man, I'm doing everything. I'm posting, I'm doing, all the stuff that they say to do in all the videos, and the sales still are not rolling in. So which side of the coin do you fall on? You're not doing enough, or you feel like you are doing enough, but you're just not seeing the results. You're not doing enough. Okay. So that means that you have to change that, right? So I mean, this may or may not help you, because if you know that you're not doing enough, if you don't have a plan for you to do more, then you're always going to be in that position. Are you wanting to be able to do more to help your business? All right, you guys can say hello over here. Make sure that you guys double tap the screen. I forgot to introduce myself, so I do need to do that. Let me do that first, okay? So, hello. I'm asking you guys to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, and I have not done the same thing. So, my name is Shakia Lavelle. I am known as Shakia the Professor. Our company is HS Inc. 365. That's our parent company, and we have several amazing brands and entities under that. And I need to put on the disclosure because they will ding me for whatever reason. Okay. So we have a couple different things underneath that, right? So we have our Honestly Speaking brand under that umbrella. Honestly Speaking is our product line. We currently carry sublimation paper. As far as branded items, we have sublimation paper, the absolute best sublimation paper. We have sublimation ink in 140 milliliter bottles, and we have pigment ink in 140 milliliter bottles, as well as heat tape. So that's our Honestly Speaking brand. Those are our branded products. We also have HS Ink Digital under that umbrella. We have Silaholics Anonymous, which is our YouTube channel under that umbrella, and 365 Creative Academy, which is our online school where we host a bunch of different classes. Okay. So that's all that our business encompasses. We are located in Miami Gardens, Florida. We have been officially HS Inc. for 4 years now. Going about to be 5, but I have been doing business and doing side hustle as for, I would say, about 15 years, but I have been within the creative industry for about 26. So I got a lot of skin in the game. I've worked a lot of, W-2 jobs and 9-to-5 jobs that have aided in how I teach and I bring forth that information. To those who view me, I'm always kind of sprinkling that in everywhere. So that's just a little bit about me. So I want to hear about you guys. What's the name of your business and or side hustle? Where are you conducting business from for your business or your side hustle? While you guys are doing that, I also would like for you guys to double tap the screen. I would like for you guys to like the video, share the video, tag a friend, just say hi. All it takes is a hi. Okay. How many of you guys here are relying on social media? How many of you guys here feel like if you can just get your social media popping, you're going to get sales? Your business will be successful if you can just figure out this social media thing. How many of you guys have posts where there's not a single like? There's no comments. You may have some views on it, but there's no likes. There's no comments on those videos. And you feel like you put your best work into that video. You had the right lighting. You did a voiceover. You chose a trending sound. You did some editing. And then what happened? All right. So is it the Nada is a part of it? So Nada 912 novelties, personalized t-shirts, and more. Woo, that's a mouthful. Okay. Few views, not many comments. Okay. Do you put out what you would like to receive? So when you see people's content, do you like it? Do you drop comments? Do you share it out? The name I have is Star Crafts. Why include crafts? Why are we including crafts in the business name? Sometimes. So that means that we should be okay with others only commenting, sharing, liking your content. You should be okay with them sharing, liking, and commenting on your content sometimes, right? Not saying that you have to do every single person that's some content. Just like, okay, it's just like I might give it a like, may not need to leave a comment. But if you come across someone, especially if it's business and not just content creation, sharing that love and giving out the same thing that you want to receive. So like right now, if everybody that's on right now, if you go and you power tap and get that to go up to at least 100, right? That's going to help this algorithm out a little bit better. It's going to help me get on the FYP. So when you're doing that, that's something that you want people to do. It takes for people to help push it. When you're wanting to put content on social media, there's only so much that you can do. All you are responsible for is getting that content on social media. How that content moves through social media, how it gets to other eyes, it's going to take for others to share it. For every share, you can get an additional 50 to 100 eyes on, like potentially on your content. So all you can do is put the content out there. You have no control over it going viral. That would be everyone else. Once it gets a certain number of shares, once it gets a certain number of comments, so that the system for those platforms say, hey, this is content that's keeping people on this platform. Let me push that out. So when you do that for someone else, you put that good energy out there, you would want people to do that for you, because you can put all the content out there, but it doesn't mean that it's going to get distributed. You are at the mercy of these sites. So when everyone, all the gurus are telling you, post, 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 continue to post, be consistent. I can tell you, as someone who is consistent with posting online, someone who is consistent with going live, I asked earlier, how many of you guys, I'm going to say two, I think that was pretty low. How many of you guys here have seen me 3 or more times this week? And let's say 4. Put a 4 in the chat if you have seen me 3 or more times this week. Put a 5 in the chat if you've seen me 5 or more times this week. Okay, so I see a 5. I've seen your videos on YouTube. Glad that that algorithm is working too. Incredible. Greetings. Welcome in. I didn't know you went live on here. Yes, I go live on here all the time. I actually go live here more because, like, on TikTok, when I say here, I mean TikTok. I actually go live over here a lot more than I do on the other platforms, because I don't have to worry about thumbnails and all these other things that will live forever, because once the live is done over here, it goes away. Like, I don't have to worry about a playback. So like when I'm over there, I have to share it out. I have to do like all of these different things. And when I just want to kind of just have a discussion, just do a demo, I'm actually live over here quite a bit. Okay, so 4 or more, right? So that lets you know. So we can agree, I am an example, right, of someone who is very consistent with going online, right? I'm consistent with being online. I'm consistent. How many of you guys have heard people say you need to go live? They tell you to get your business out there, to get more sales, you have to go live. Raise your hand. Me, any of that? when you've heard people say you need to go live to get more sales? You need to go live for more people to see you. I keep hearing that. Me. Okay. So 4 or more. You see me at least 4 times. Okay. So no one over on Facebook and YouTube, you've never heard that. No one has ever said to you, you need to go live. You need to post more. You need to post a couple times a day. You never heard that before. In order for your business to grow, in order to get sales, you've never heard that. Okay, so I see a me here. With the number of times that I go live, so quite a few people said they've seen me 4, 5 times, probably more than that, right? If we include the live videos as well as my posts that you have come across, you have probably seen my name or something from me at least, I would say, 10 to 15 times this week, because I'm on social media a lot. Now, well, I would say, well, not maybe YouTube, Facebook. They've probably seen me. Now, YouTube, I've had quite a bit of videos and stuff like that. TikTok, I've actually been live quite a bit this week over on TikTok as well. But between all of these platforms, I have been present all week long. We're on Saturday, and I've been present all week long. So with someone that's present, and everyone keeps telling you, post more, post more, post more. I'll tell you that I have about 36,000 people on one YouTube channel, 26,000 on another. I have a Facebook group with 15,000, another one with 8,000. I'm well over 10,000 on TikTok, and things like that. So with all of those numbers and going consistent and being consistent online, how many views do you think, how many viewers would you suspect that I'll have right now? So I'm looking at the number. Some of you guys may not see it on your platform because I'm on multiples and you're not going to see it as a whole. So over here, you guys can clearly see how many people are watching. Okay. So over here, I'm looking at StreamYard, no matter which platform you're on, which I'm on 2 YouTube channels and my Facebook. I've shared it to my group, things of that nature. I used at everyone. I used at followers. I used at highlight, right? I've used all of the resources that they have given me to push this content out. They tell you, they have this built into their system at everyone. It's supposed to send out a notification to everybody in your group. The highlight is supposed to send a notification to the people who are on your, who are following you, the people who are on your friends list, right? So about how many people do you think I should have watching right now with being consistent? I have a steady following, right? So I have people who have subscribed. They've hit the subscribe button. They've hit the follow button. They've joined the group. I've used all of the resources. I should have about how many people watching me right now on average? Man, this is a tough crowd. Woo! I hope y'all customers and y'all potential clients on social media don't do y'all like this. I hope y'all don't feel some type of way when you post content and you're talking, you're engaging, even though it might not be a live video. If you decide to go live and you're talking, I hope you're okay with talking to yourself. Man, I hope y'all are okay with talking to yourself, because they're going to tell you to go live, right? So when you're going live, what are you supposed to do? Because you got some people that tell you, don't sell direct, right? Warm them up. No, like, trust. You can't just go and sell. But then if you don't, then you're talking to yourself, because we're going to go live. It's meant to have dialogue. People are on, they're watching, right? It doesn't take very much to just say yes, no, respond, and things like that. But you're not getting it, because I'm definitely not getting it. I asked for a simple number. Like, we can go right into the keyboard. We can type that in, put a number on there, or type in someone over here said thousands, they typed out a word, right? We would expect that, right? But with the folks I have watching, I'm not seeing no comments come in. So if I'm not getting it, and I have thousands of people who are subscribed to my channel, I have thousands of people who are in my Facebook group, you're barely starting, right? You're not consistent. You don't have that following. What do you expect to happen for your business? Would you expect to get more results than what I'm getting right now? So what I'm getting at here is obviously at least 10. Whoa. Okay, wait. I don't know where you're at because it says hello. Are you saying, see, that's the thing too. Like, that's what I don't like about YouTube. When someone jumps on from Facebook, I think it takes you right to where I am at live. YouTube, I think they are watching from the beginning. So they may not be where I'm asking this question at, which is always kind of like when it comes to YouTube. Thousands. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I asked where you're watching from. They are way, way, way behind. And then there's no way for me. Okay, let's do it this way. If you are just joining over on YouTube, click at the end of the to view live. We are seeing a lot of comments we're seeing a lot of delayed comments. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, we're seeing a lot of delayed ones. Well, I don't think it brings it on in real time because there's a lot of people who are commenting. Like, because when we first start, I show this and it says where you're watching from. I asked a question about how many times have you seen me this week? And I have people who are answering. And that's something that I mentioned about a couple minutes ago. So I know that some people, and I've actually been on lives too, where it will start at it'll be at the beginning. So it won't be like actual live. Hey, welcome. So 15,000 views. Yes.
What's this, the hallway?
Okay, later. There's no candy, buddy. There's no candy.
What's that?
Hello. Incredible greetings. Welcome in. All right. But I don't have that many. So I'm, thank you for the ones that are saying, a couple thousand, 15,000 views, 1,000 views. Oh, how I wish. Oh, how I wish, right? But I don't. Can I be honest with you? Would y'all like to know? I've done at everyone. I've done highlight. I've done at followers. I can't really do that. There's nothing that you can really do to boost it on YouTube, right? So I've done those things on my platforms where at least, I have a couple thousand people in there. People are subscribed. I ask people to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that it can be notified whenever I go live, I post new content, right? So there should be things there that's going to help push this to the people who desire to see my content, right? Oh no, I don't have that many. How many of you guys would like to know how many people I have watching right now? Until just like a few seconds ago, I had 10 people between 3 platforms, Facebook page that I've shared to 4 different groups, my YouTube in both YouTubes. Until like a few minutes ago, I had 10 people watching. Y'all saw over here, it was 3. Right now, a little bit more comments and things are coming in. People are raising their hand. They're saying me, 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 me. I am currently now at 24 people. One YouTube channel, I'm going to give you the exact numbers, right? One of my YouTube channels has that I'm live on right now. Switch accounts. It has 26,500 subscribers. The other one has 37,600 subscribers. Okay. I really feel like those numbers should be higher, but I'm not gonna, stress about that for whatever reason. I'm nowhere near 100,000 subscribers. Don't understand why, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, right? But out of 26,500, 37,600, let's see, my Facebook group, I have one group that's like 5,000 members. I have another Facebook group. Let's see how many are in this one. It is 13,000 in there, right? Now, even for those numbers, right? Those numbers, okay, let me ask this question. Need you to be honest with me. Do you feel as if I give valuable content? How many of you here, out of the little 24 people that are watching, it's still 24, right? I didn't even say little. Sorry, my bad. 6 people over here. How many of you guys have learned something valuable from a free live video that I have done, or a pre-recorded video, or a class? How many of you can say that you have truly learned on my platform? Yes, I have. Yes, very valuable. Most definitely gives very valuable information. Okay. This is an interesting topic. I would think thousands as well. Yes, I noticed YouTube lags, or people are unaware of the bar at the bottom being all the way to the part that's live. Okay. I can say, yes, I have learned, still learning. I have been thinking of starting one, but I don't think I would have enough views. Everything that I know has come from you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna go back to yours, right? So you're thinking about starting one, but I don't think I would get enough views, right? My channel is 10 years old for one, and about 8 years. I'm not a pandemic, I'm not a pandemic channel. I didn't start for the pandemic. But do you know that there are people who started in the pandemic who have surpassed me for whatever reason? It might be the way that my content is. It might be because I do more live videos than I do pre-recorded and like chopping them up and editing them down and making them really short, cute videos. Maybe I'm on too long and things of that nature. There could be a couple of reasons. But I have content that is valuable. But how many of you guys have seen other channels? How many of you guys are actually subscribed to channels that have way more? We're talking 100,000, 70,000, 80,000, hell, 50,000. How many of you guys have been on those channels? And if you go to their videos, they may not have as much content as me, but they have more. I talk about silhouette 24/7. Hold on one second. Children are crying. Please hold. There's only so much you can do. We have children here, okay? Let's see. I've learned about business, crafting, and technology. Detailed and things others don't cover. You give us the real deal, no sugarcoating, the ins, the outs. Okay. So even on that, right? I have some amazing products. Do I mention it every single time I'm live? I mean, I kind of do it in passing, right? I'll tell you guys, we are the home of the Honest Speaking brand of paper. It allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, 30 seconds. All right. We have ink that's 140 milliliter bottles. So you guys know these things. Now I need for y'all to be real honest. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I promise you, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Right? How many of you here have learned from my sublimation videos, right? So you've learned something about sublimation from me. How to sublimate a mug, whether it's like recently or before, like, a couple months ago. How to sublimate a tumbler. Some of you guys saw me sublimate this rag. Some of you guys saw me when I did this coaster. You can see the quality of the paper and the ink. You guys have heard me talk about color charts. You guys have seen me do shirts at some point or another, right? So since we've had our product line, I have done some sort of video for 4 years about all of these things. Even if you did not catch it live, you know that content exists. And in one of those videos, I have talked about this amazing paper. So I need for you guys to now be honest. How many of you guys have never purchased a pack of Honestly Speaking paper? How many of you guys have done a refill since you have known about me and you went to elsewhere, you went to Amazon, whoever, and you went and bought ink and you did not buy Honestly Speaking ink? Be honest. How many of you guys know that I exist, but you have not purchased a product? I love the rag that you did with the sublimation in HTV. Okay, so you've raised your hand. You have not purchased a product. You have not purchased a product. Why is that? And I'm looking, I promise you, it's for a reason. I promise you, if you just indulge me for just a moment, it's not to call you out. I promise. I'm not that person. But I'm gonna connect it back to your business, right? So you know what I do. I've shown this. You've learned from it. You've watched me sublimate tumblers. You've watched me sublimate mouse pads. You've watched me use this paper and prove in real time that it works in 30 seconds. It works at 365 degrees. You don't need butcher paper on it. I'm getting amazing colors, amazing results using plain paper setting. This is not premium matte. You've seen me do these things, yet you have not made a purchase. Why? I have classes, but not your paper. I'm looking for, I promise you, I know the answer for most of these, right? I definitely know. And I want to make sure you're doing sublimation. You have sublimation paper already. You're doing sublimation. You just have not purchased this brand of paper. Okay. Okay. Someone says shipping. What about shipping? The time frame that it ships or the cost, how much it costs to ship? The cost for it to ship. So are you getting, do you order paper from any standalone sites, or are you only ordering from Amazon, or do you have somewhere local that you are buying it from? Is it sites local, or you're purchasing your paper from Amazon and you have Prime? And if you don't mind me, the last time that you kind of looked when it came to shipping, you put a pack of paper in, one pack of paper. What did our website say that it will cost to get that one pack of paper to you? Okay, I use different paper because I'm satisfied and happy with those results, right? So if somebody, it may not be you, right? And that's one of the answers I was looking for, right? It may not be you that feels this way, but there's a lot of people. Why aren't people buying my stuff? Or some people get upset. Oh, they bought from this person. They're not buying from me. What if they are satisfied? You're not the only creator. You're not the only person that makes customized items. Although they follow you, they might be your friend. They might be your cousin. There might be hopefully your siblings don't do that, but they might be somebody that you know really close, right? But they're not buying from you. But some people complain about that everybody's not buying from me. What if they are satisfied with who they are getting their supplies from? Other supplies, who they're getting their orders from, who they're getting their candles from, who they're getting their custom shirts from. They like the way you do good work, but I'm not your design style because you don't do anything other than your design style. It doesn't really work for me. So I'm not going to order from you. I mean, I'll support you. I'll maybe share you out, but you can't get my money. Okay. Okay. Prime, and I think $10. All right. So the companies that you are ordering your paper from, or are you someone where, are you watching my content to learn more? Are you watching my content just for entertainment factor? Or do you come here to actually learn something? Have you learned something to improve your sublimation skills? Have you gained something from troubleshooting? If you haven't, you ladies should. It's everything Professor says it is. Thank you. Thank you. Stays put, so much more fun when crafting with kids. I'm not sure what that means. The tacky paper, the summation paper is bomb. Yeah. I didn't see that part. I brought from and I love it. Thank you so much for your purchase. I haven't purchased. Really didn't know you had paper. I've watched maybe 4 or 5 videos a while back. We'll put it on my list to go order when I get low. Or if you wait till it get low, may not be at this price. It's at a great price right now, and there's an automatic discount to receive $10 off. So today might be a great day to buy, but it's still great. And if you have to wait till you get low, you just have to purchase it at a higher price. Okay. I purchased your paper, but not the ink. I have all the things so much. You are an amazing teacher. Okay. So if you are learning from me, so the papers that you are getting from Prime, are they doing videos to help you? Are they helping you troubleshoot? Are they giving you examples? Now, you might see that paper being used by somebody else who they want their channel to grow, but from the actual company, if you had a question, you had an issue, are you able to contact them? Are you able to contact them through Amazon to say, hey, I'm having issues with this, my colors, my designs, or anything like that? So, coming to learn the process and find out about popular items to possibly start selling. I'm in the beginning phases, but you said you have Amanda, you have purchased our paper, right? Okay, learning. I also enjoy the discussions. So I'm okay to come and just get freely. So I'm a person where you enjoy my content, but you're not interested in being a customer of mine. Because watching my content, you're not a customer of mine. You just consume content for free. You watching the content does not benefit me. It does not benefit my business. Content creation is not my business. Selling product, selling paper, selling ink, selling classes, detailed class on how to get great results. That is my business. So you're not interested in becoming a customer of mine. Guess what? You're going to run into those same things in business. Not everybody you come across, not everybody that consumes your content. So when people tell you to go live, there's going to be a lot of crafters. There's going to be a lot of creators. You may have more crafters and creators that watch your content because they just want to come and learn something new. They want to see what it is that you are doing. Oh, how can I use that? How is that going to help my business? And you know what that's not going to do? It's not going to help you any because you might not have enough views. I am fortunate enough to where I have put in the work well before the pandemic to be monetized on all these platforms. So I do get a little bit. I mean, I do mean a little bit. I have a video that's out there and I made 2 cents off of it, right? So I'm able to make a little bit off of the content that I create. So if people kind of come and they just want to be looky-loos, it does help with that extra money, but it doesn't help my business. So this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. People will tell you to do what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that it cannot help somewhat, right? It's going to help people be aware of you. But just because people are aware of you does not mean that they're going to purchase from you. Y'all see how that works? Okay. So I love your paper, but I've been having issues with the pizza wheels. Have you ever reached out to us? I am somebody who's always here. I never shy away from it. I'm not that person that don't. I know that pizza wheels occur. I literally talk about it all the time. Have you ever posted in our group? Have you ever sent us an email? Have you ever written anything on? We have a chat on our webpage. Have you ever reached out to us about that issue to be able to get help? Or did you just write it off and say, I don't want to use this. It's not that great. There might be a solution. Did you seek out the solution? Only thing I could not get a cheaper setter, but I realized I didn't need it really. Yeah. Am I freezing for anyone else? Who else? Like, be honest. How many of you guys have experienced pizza wheels, or y'all call them pizza wheels, pinwheels? And it might be where you probably realize, I think I'm not addressing it because I don't call it pizza wheels. I call it pinwheels. So how many of you guys have experienced pizza wheels or pinwheels from our paper? Okay, thank you. She says I have not, but we'll do that. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now how to fix it. But I also still use your paper. I haven't tried another brand. Not experienced pinwheels yet. How many of you guys have experienced pinwheels but have never reached out to us, never bothered to inquire as to why it's happening and how you can fix this? And if you're using a different brand of paper, has anyone ever experienced pinwheels with another brand? Because I know I sit in the group all the time. Certain brands you definitely do, especially like Ace of it. How many of you guys have a different brand of paper, but you still experience pinwheels? And I got to go get my charger. Give me 1 second. Answer those questions, though. I'll be right back. What's pinwheels or pizza wheels? The little trail of dots of color that you might get either seeing it directly on your paper. Some brands, people see them directly on their paper, and some people say they don't see them until after they press. But it's little trails of dots of color. Okay. So this is someone that says they have experienced it. They're not using my product. They have experienced it. So that lets you know that it is not isolated to just our product. Okay. Because they are experiencing it, and she's already expressed that she has not purchased our paper, but she experiences it. So with experiencing those pinwheels, has the company that you purchase your paper from, do they have resources? Because I'm going to talk about it right now, but we have videos where we've addressed this. We have resources where we help you fix and correct that issue without having to ask in the group and say, hey, is anybody using paper XYZ? Is anybody using paper elemental P and you have pinwheels? What am I doing wrong, right? Some of you guys are experiencing issues and you have to go into a group and ask other people who have purchased it. You are not able to go to that source. I personally feel like being able to go to the source is worth $10 in shipping. Yes, it's cheaper. It's through Prime, but it's $10 in shipping. How many other, so what is it about buying a supply where $10 in shipping? Have you never spent more than $10 in shipping? Everything that you buy it through Prime. You've never, ever purchased anything from a separate website and had to pay shipping. When you were buying a $15 item. Now, we're not talking you spending $50, $20, $100 to buy a $15 product. How many sites are offering you free shipping to buy one item or something that just costs you $15 without paying $119 per year? Oh, you use my video for somebody else's paper? Oh, really? I'm just messing with you. That's what I make it for. But some people are gonna take offense to how I just answered that, right? How I just said that. But it happens every day in business. It's going to happen to you in business. You are going to put out a design that you worked really, really hard on, right? You are putting your content on social media to show the work that you have done. This is designed like you know, even if you made the inspiration, the way that you arranged it, you put it out there. And there was going to be somebody that's going to do a quick little screenshot. Boop, doop. They're going to send somebody else, hey, can you make this for me? There's going to be another creator, another crafter, another customs business who is going to come across, because your content is not just limited to those who might be customers. Everybody can see it. Even your competitors. They're going to go and look at that and say, ooh, that's cute. That's nice. I can make that myself. And they're going to come up. They have to think about a design because you gave them the blueprint, right? From your content that was intended for your customers or to gain potential customers, but somebody benefited from it in some way, shape, or form. You probably didn't even get a like on it. They screenshotted. They could at least left you a like. If you're gonna use my content, but you're not a customer, you could at least help my algorithm, help me become monetized, because supporting my stuff. They don't even leave a like. They don't leave a comment. They don't leave a thank you. They just gonna come take your stuff, and they're gonna benefit off of it. I see a lot of people in groups that just get all puffed up because somebody stole their stuff, right? I've experienced it, and it does hurt. It stings like hell. Trust me, it makes you feel some type of way. But I then reflect on it. I really think about certain things. Okay, and what I can't change it, right? So even when I'm in my feelings, I'm emotional about it. There have been times where I've addressed it on live. One, because folks act like they ain't know who in the hell I was. They act like they're high and mighty. They act like they got all the money in the world, but then they want to take from other people. That's when it bothers me. But I teach people to design all day, every day. So I'm not really pressed about designs. Now, where I do have an issue, I do take issue with is you purchase my item and you try to sell that direct thing, that's just wrong. Now, if you wanted to draw inspiration, you wanted to create it yourself, yeah. But when it's like verbatim and you like, I didn't benefit from it at all. You didn't bother to take a class. You didn't say a thank you. You just kind of did it in the cut. Yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that. But we all experience it. We all experience it. I personally have no issue with shipping, but the amount of people that hate paying shipping is crazy. Even in customs, you have some people, like, me tell you what hurts a lot of crafters. And I'm gonna keep saying crafters because that's what y'all keep calling yourselves. I don't know why y'all keep calling yourselves crafters instead of just businesses, but I'll tell a lot of creative businesses, those who make products in-house without a commercial space, without industrial equipment. One of the things that ends up hurting them is when they give a price, they don't include shipping until the back end, right? Well, how am I supposed to know shipping? I have to make the product to then weigh it. Why? This tumbler weighs the same amount whether there is a design on it or not. Why are you not weighing this tumbler? Why don't you have it written somewhere where what is the weight and whatever, if you're going to put this in a polymailer, okay, measuring the one. How many tumblers can you fit in a polymailer in its box? Is it 2? Well, let's go ahead and weigh that in case somebody orders 2 in a polymailer. Once I get to 3, can I fit it in a polymailer or do I need a box? Okay, let me go see it. Let me go find a box. Let me go put 3 in this box. How many can I fit in this box? Can I get up to 5 in this box? Let me measure this with all 5 blank tumblers, no design on it. Let me put all those in a box. What is that weight? Now I have that. So I'm in Miami, somebody in Arkansas. They decide that they want 5 tumblers. I have their zip code. So I'll tell them how much it costs, whatever, plus shipping. So before we go through anything else, talk about, let me go to Pirate Ship. Let me go to Ship Station. Let me go to Shippo. I'm going to put in my address, or let me go to my own website. I'm going to put in your address, or my zip code. I'm going to put in your zip code. It's going to give me a price. Hey, for you to get these, the cost of the item, the shipping is going to be this amount. But some of you guys don't do that and you do it on the back end. Then you go, you tell them it's super low price because some of y'all are not pricing correctly because you have not taken my pricing for profit. You haven't taken my pricing for therapy class. You're just hoping and you're wishing and hoping that I'm going to talk about pricing and give you the formula for free, which I'm never going to do. But you haven't taken my classes. So you are lowballing yourself on your products based off of your experience. Okay. So then when you go and you tell them, oh, it's going to be $15 to go from Florida to your rural area, it's going to be $15 to get those. Oh my God, $15. But you've already made the tumblers. Now they're like, some of you guys ask for shipping on the back end instead of the front end. Some people do complain about pricing, about shipping. And you might lose some sales because of shipping. Now, while one pack, the way ours is set up, 1 pack of paper might cost you a little bit more in shipping. But let's say you get this paper. You really, really like this paper. It's helping your business. It's making your job easier. It's making everything faster. You're saving money, right? So we're worried about $10. That thing right there costs way more than that. Butcher paper, parchment paper costs way more than that. You might go through more of that than just that $10, right? Your electricity bill might be higher than $10 because you have to put your heat press at 400 degrees. You're leaving it on longer because you now have to press each garment for 60 seconds. So that's that's double the time of this every time you press. Because you need all of that heat tape for every project, it's costing you more money. So to save on shipping, I'm going to negate all the other benefits of buying this product for $10 shipping when I'm probably spending more, everything that this is going to save me on. Your ink. You probably won't have to refill your ink as much because you can use less ink and still get great results. But that is worth it to save $10 in the moment, right? That's worth it. No matter how much this saves you, it's worth it to save $10. But let's say you like this paper. You tried it out. Yes, you might have had to pay $9, $10, depending on how fast you wanted to receive it. Because I know there's cheaper options if you're getting one pack of paper, because we have the Ground Saver, we have Ground Advantage. It's just going to take you longer to get it. But because we're spoiled by Amazon, which you're not giving someone grace because we're not Amazon, we don't have fulfillments in every major city where they're pulling it from a place that's 2 blocks away from you and they're able to deliver it to you the next day, or they're able to ship it to you and go from one facility. They have planes that are flying things across the country from one fulfillment center to another. Hey, we don't have that. So no, we can't offer you 2 days. But if you're looking at it and saying, okay, well, the post office is saying 2 days, but it's going to cost me this. Of course, I can't compete with Amazon's logistics. I don't have places all around the country, right? So, of course, I can't compete with that. But if you like the paper, you tried out once, yes, you had to sacrifice. The way that we have our system set up, you could probably get next time, because you have a business. As a business, we should not be ordering paper one by one by one. Maybe you will order the 4-pack. The 3-pack, depending on how many. We have people that order cases. There are some people that order the 3 or the 4-pack, depending on which one that they are, like which size they're getting. And they will pay the same amount of shipping that you're paying for 1-pack because of how our Shopify is set up. The shipping rate that we have. So yes, it might seem expensive to buy 1-pack. But I dare you guys, go to it, put in your 8.5 by 14, put in 1, see what the shipping is. Put in 2, see what the shipping is. Put in 3, see what the shipping is. Put in 4, see what the shipping is. Look and see how many packs of paper do you get at that same shipping rate. Or just simply go to the 3-pack and see if that's different than getting a single one, or how much different it is. So it might seem expensive because you're trying to buy one pack of paper. But if you like it and it's helping your business and you're going through more, you help your business by buying more at one time, paying the same amount of shipping. Y'all see how that works? That instantly increases your profit margin. Uh-oh. And thank you for reminding me that. I just realized that someone just asked a question. I just realized that it was not going across the bottom. Hold on, I got to figure out where it's at. There we go. Shop.hsinc365.com. The link is also in the description of this video. She's like, I'm going to be as loyal as I can. I love to support another mom and not Amazon, who is making it hard for American small businesses. Amazon, it all depends on your perspective, right? Because Amazon is actually helping a lot of families too, because they don't have, man, that's a story for another day. That's a discussion. We actually have that one coming up too in Creative Lounge. But there's a scenario where Amazon's infrastructure that's already there can actually help businesses. So I buy your stuff. I buy your classes. I like your stuff. Comment all the things. I've just been using the same paper and it works for me. And I thank you so much for purchasing classes. I thank you for watching videos. I thank you for commenting. That helps the algorithm, that pushes it forward, that helps with distribution. I appreciate all of it, right? Classes is something, that we have, right? So I had asked earlier, who has purchased a class in the last month? Do you have all of our class? Like I was asking earlier, do you have all of our classes? Who has purchased a class or a product in the last month? Are you a part of our subscription where we meet every single day, almost every single day? There is something going on in the month of October in our Creative Lounge, and it's just $36.50. That's another way to support. Like it helps you, and you're getting a whole lot of value for $36.50. That's amazing. And I'm not trying to get you a change of paper. You can always try the sample pack. You'll still pay kind of a, you can't do priority. If you do priority mail, even for the sample pack, you're going to pay a pretty penny in shipping because it's only a few sheets of paper. But go and really see how that, if there is a difference for you between the two papers. All I'm just saying is give us a try. We have a sample pack. All you got to do is give us a try. Hello. New to your lives, subbed a while back. How is everyone? Thank you for hanging out with us. Pricing for Profit was amazing. If you're having trouble with pricing, you really should invest because you will understand how you are losing out. I'm so glad I started following your page. Thank you, Rather Unique. I like your name. Your name is Rather Unique. She's like, what's the website? But I'm going to try it. We have a sample pack on there. Even if you purchase her paper at regular shipping, it doesn't take long to get it. Oh, let me ask you a question. The paper that you're getting on that Prime app right now, how much does it cost you? How much does that paper cost you? My mom has made small kids furniture. They won't let her sell it at the appropriate price. They hide her item and she doesn't charge as low as they want. They make it unclickable, looks unavailable. And we had to stop trying. So for the item that she's selling, that just means that Amazon is not the right platform for that, right? So if Amazon makes it to where that particular product cannot be sold on there are other platforms, right? But if you want to leverage, so because we know that there are other platforms that we can sell on, it's, there is this, she wants to sell on Amazon. Why? It's a known place. We know that people go there and they search for things and people buy from Amazon. Amazon only is the actual company has a very small percentage of products that's on their platform. Their business is not for creating anything. And they have now they're tapping into all these things. They have handmade, Amazon handmade or handmade Amazon, whatever the heck that crap is called. So they're tapping into all these, they're trying to really corner the market where everything, they have KDP now, which is if you are a writer, they will publish the book for you. So you have people making, journals, coloring books, learning guides, like for kids, their ebooks, they'll do it through Kindle. For physical books, people are putting it on Amazon. People want to leverage the fact that it's a popular name. You're not bringing the people to them. They're bringing people to you. So yeah, they're going to take a higher percentage and they understand based off of their logistics. They want people on their platform for their conversion rates that people are going to come here. You're going to search this and you're going to buy this. If you are taking up space on their platform because you are priced outside of what they have deemed as the average price for something like this, your description determines that, right? How well did you describe the item? Did you list some features that are different from the other items that they sell on their platform that's at a lower price? Because if you didn't, and it's really, really high because they feel like, oh, this is handmade, I need such and such for this. But if similar products based off of that description are selling for less, people are going to go to those other products. They're not going to click on yours. At this point, your shop is taking up space and you are messing up our conversion rate. So they're not going to push you. They're going to try and force you out because you are not helping push their business forward. That's how business works. They are not wrong in what they are doing and how they're doing it because people are utilizing their name. You're trying to get their customers. Amazon customers are not yours. 98% of the shops on there are other businesses. Now, there are some major corporations, but it's a lot of like smaller businesses, and they are on there to leverage Amazon's notoriety and Amazon's audience and their customers. So there's a play, and there is a way to make Amazon work, right? So if they want to prove that product, what is something else? You want to leverage their customer base. What can you put on there that Amazon, you can do it at a fair price. Amazon will push it. You're going to get customers for that one thing. And then what you guys will now do is when that thing is shipped, when it's delivered, you now need to create marketing things that go in there because you can't put your website, you can't put other resources on Amazon's platform because that's their platform. You can't direct them somewhere else. But once that product gets shipped to them, Amazon cannot they cannot tell you what to put in it, right? Even if you're going to do what's called FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, and you're going to send your packaging. Now, if I were to send this packaging to them just like this, I would be limited in what can go in that box because they're going to be like, okay, well, shoot, we can clearly see that you are trying to send them somewhere else. So if I wanted to sell this through Amazon, I would need to have this where what I sent to them, it's in a sealed box. I have a card or something, it will be in a sealed box. This is here, but I can put a thank you card or something like that. Meaning like Amazon is not putting in a thank you card for you. The package that I sent to them that's going to be on the shelf is already going to have my thank you card, and it's going to have my information to my website that says, hey, the next time you want this paper, come on over to our website. Here is a discount code to save to come directly to us and get you off of Amazon platform. That's what you're going to have to do and leverage their audience, but put something on there that they will push, and you use that to then get that customer to another place where you are selling. Okay? Hopefully that helps. All right, let's see. If you don't know, as you can see across the screen, all paper is $10 at checkout. No code is needed. It's going to tell you, it's going to see it at checkout. It should say It's Incredible. If you don't see the $10 come off per pack and see the code It's Incredible when you go to check out, let us know. Don't process it, but come back over here, let us know, or send us a message on the website to say that the code is not applying, but it should be there. It should be It's Incredible, should be the code that comes up, and it should be active on the website. You're very welcome. Hey, just say, okay, let's see. What machine do you need to cut out your words if you use for heat transfer? Hi, was it J Marie? How are you? There's a couple different ones. What you want is basically an electric, some people call it plotter, vinyl cutter, things like that. That's your machines like your Cricut, whether it's an Explorer, Maker, Venture. You have a Silhouette Cameo, Silhouette Portrait. Technically, the Curio machine will do it too. You have Caesar Romeo, Caesar Juliet. You have StarCraft, StarCraft Solo. There is a Singer, the sewing company. They now have one. US Cutter, Graph Tech, Roland. There's a lot of different companies. But to start out, of course, I'm going to recommend a Cameo or a Portrait, any Silhouette machine, because that's the one that I teach. So then I can teach you how to use it. I have done some videos on the program for Cricut design, like for the Cricut machine, the DS. but I don't own a Cricut, so I'm not able to help you. So if you like the content here, you like what I'm putting down, you like what you're hearing, and you would like for me to be able to help you through your journey, I'm going to recommend that you get some sort of silhouette machine. Whether you get that from a marketplace and you get one of the older machines, you don't have to get the 5. There are a lot of people who are selling their machines, and you can find them on OfferUp, like Facebook Marketplace. There's some on eBay. Any of those places, you can get one of the older machines, and it's still going to work to cut out vinyl for shirts. So you should say it in the beginning. So add it all together. Wait, huh? Wait a minute. Somebody's comment was filtered out. I'm not sure if it was the first part of yours, business. I'm not sure what you were saying that I should say in the beginning. Was that something you're saying that I should say something in the beginning? I don't know. Okay, but what were we talking about? Y'all remind me. What was I on? I read that question and now I'm off. What were we talking about? Oh, she was referring to the shipping costs. Oh, okay. No, when you're paying for shipping to. Okay, yeah. So you can say it like before you commit to doing the order. They should know what the shipping is, because there have been people, like I literally have people that contact me. They will inbox me, or I'm seeing it in groups where they will go and they got the money for the item, right? Or sometimes they don't even get the money for the item. They will do the job, whatever, and expect to get like afterwards. And like when it comes to the shipping, they don't get it. Or they might have gotten the money for the item, they do the work, whatever, and they told them shipping on the end. And then somebody was like, whoa, I wasn't looking to spend that much on shipping. They don't want to spend that. So when they don't want to spend that, you know what they do? They go and they do a chargeback. Now, because you don't have a shipping label for it, you don't have proof that it was shipped, they're going to go and they're going to do a chargeback, and they might end up in their favor because you guys went back and forth. When it comes to winning chargebacks, I'm going to tell you guys, I have never lost a chargeback. Why? I make sure that somewhere on our website, you see like what return policies are. Once somebody contacts me for something, I make sure like all communication is done in a manner where I can take that information and either copy it, screenshot it, save it as a PDF, upload it as evidence. I provide the necessary evidence. So if you go and like you're going back and forth and they like you should have told them. What really helps you win chargebacks is when everything is transparent before they hit pay. Any information that they find out after they have made the purchase does not protect you. People will tell you to put your shipping policy and all of those things on your website. Well, if you don't make it to where they know what your policy is beforehand, that's afterwards. You could have easily changed that. Where is the evidence that this is exactly what it read at someone who's going to place their order? We have, okay. Quite a few of y'all on the website looking around. You got some questions? Don't hesitate to ask, okay? So let's say out of all the people that's on the website right now, someone goes and they make a purchase at, it processes at $253. Unless they took a screenshot or I had a screenshot that showed that my policy said this about returning and this, that, and the third or whatever, I could potentially lose that chargeback because I could have easily went and changed that and then tried to send it to them. There is no proof that that was the policy when they purchased it. So when you have a website, you want to make sure that it is clear what your policy is, even if it's at the bottom of your description. If you are going to pay for the apps to add additional disclosures, before they check out. Especially now, I'm telling y'all with those what's those things called? Customized items. If you have a website and you don't have an acknowledgement box on there, you are setting yourself up to lose a whole bunch of chargebacks. Okay. If you're not communicating with them and you are sending terms of conditions, having them acknowledge it before you begin production and before you take their money, you are opening yourself up for losing chargebacks. The tacky rolls, there is a pre-order on there. We did put in one part of the order, but we're still allowing people to order on that one. If you do not pre-order, you do not get it. We do not carry and we do not keep tacky rolls just in stock ready to ship. Well, we get like a few extras and they go fast. So if you want it, I suggest you do the pre-order. How wide should the machine cut if you want to make men's hoodie designs? It doesn't matter. You can make a men's hoodie design with a portrait. You're just going to have to break the design up because you can go long. You can go up to, what is it, like 10 feet or something like that and print this way. Now, if it's a bunch of different words, you may have to break that up. Now, if it's something that's connected, then you can either piece it together or you have to get a bigger machine. And a men's hoodie, you got men that's this big. Is the men's hoodie an extra small? Is it a small? Is it a large? Is it or a medium, a large, or extra large? Is it a 5X? I just did a 5X shirt the other day. So it just depends on the design. All designs are not created equal. If that design for that 5X shirt was just one single line, you don't have to try and make that one word cover the whole shirt. For that 5X shirt, it's going to be this big right here. The same way it's going to be this big no matter whose shirt is on. It depends on design, which is why I teach a lot about designing. Y'all got to get in the room. We have these discussions in the creative lounge. All of these little things like this, like what's the right size to make? Now, it's not about designing. It's not always about like everything like business, but there's a lot of great conversations that will answer some of the questions that you guys have about sizing, design layout, typography, colors. This is why you guys need to be in the creative lounge. This is why you need to make sure that you have $36.50 if you're going to do it manually every single month, or you have $36.50 the first month, and we even drop the price. Each additional month after that is only $25.63. Or you can commit to us for 3 months and pay $73.65 and save. But being in those rooms, having those conversations, being able to show examples of exactly what you are, like what design you're working on, what size hoodie is going on, getting suggestions, getting feedback. That is the benefit of the creative lounge. It's not just about how to make these. We have dedicated classes for how to make foam board. We have dedicated classes for learning sublimation. We have dedicated classes learning how to utilize your Silhouette Studio. We have a class coming up. If you have the machines, you're new to using the machines, we have a dedicated class for how to use the various machines. So those are classes. Those are for education for certain subject matters. But the creative lounge is where you go at to get all of those small, like those, that information that like, it's like until you think of it, like that type of stuff. Which heading is it? On the main page, it says pre-order Q3. We don't do buy-ins. It's a pre-order. So it says pre-order Q3. We scroll down. There's a regular paper, the sublimation ink for all printers, even workforce printers. Q3, tacky sheets. Scroll down. Tacky paper, rolls, Q3. It's right under the main one. You can't miss it. Color charts is another one. It's not so it's not it's not a paid, or it's a group. Um it's not on Facebook. We have Zoom sessions, which I am considering, like at some point, like I would like to kind of have maybe a dedicated one, because if you guys have questions amongst yourselves, the only issue with having a group is then somebody has to be there to, if you only sign up for a month, I have to then go through and check it every single month and then remove it. Or some people might get a couple extra days, because if you signed up on the 15th, the next 15, like the 15th the next month, you're not paying for it. You're technically not in compliance if you haven't paid for it. So I mean, somebody will have to keep up with that every single day to remove people from a Facebook group, and anybody got time for that? Whereas our Thinkific, we have the Zoom sessions. Like, you always are connected because we have Zoom sessions almost every single day. I'm looking to incorporate some evening sessions as well. Right now, they're like check-ins every single morning, and then we have all of our dedicated topics. But it is basically a paid subscription. It's a paid community to be a part of, to have real-world discussions about creating business, the frustrations. We, like today, well, we were supposed to have a talk, or our discussion today was supposed to be the different websites. Well, my Zoom started acting crazy, and then we had a family emergency. So we're going to reschedule today's live. But like, we had, are you ready for an e-commerce site discussion on Thursday. We had the design challenge on Wednesday. Monday, we had the topic on DTF, all the facts around DTF. We've had discussions on which is the best cutting machine to use. We have Monday, we have a discussion on low cost marketing strategies. Let me pull up this calendar chat, because I'm trying to remember. I did pretty good though, remembering most of the stuff that's on the calendar. Let me pull it back up though, so I can see exactly what's on that calendar. I did pretty good, remembering most of the stuff that's on there. All right, so yeah, we've had discussions on Etsy versus a standalone website, which cutting machine best fits your needs, which design platform best fits your needs. We had a design challenge where I taught them to design this. 12, and then last week, Thursday and Friday, we went over 15 ways to decorate custom apparel, and I went through the pros and cons of every single way. We had the Truce of DTF on Monday, the Design Challenge on Wednesday. Are you ready for an e-commerce site on Thursday? We have to reschedule today's session. Monday is low-cost marketing strategies. Next week, Tuesday, is showing a comparison between designing in Silhouette Studio, Photoshop, Canva, Cricut Design Space. We have a design challenge on Wednesday, and then I'm probably going to reschedule the 19th on the 28th. Then we have another design challenge on the 30th, and then we have an open lounge on the 31st. And we've already somewhat discussed what some of the topics will be for November, and they're going to be some great ones. The roles, so we close it out at the first week in October. We did not quite meet our MOQ, so they're prepping it. But I can add in like a few more. We are hoping that it will ship out. And so I have like a small window to be able to add to it before like the next shipment. So our shipments go out like every Thursday. So it won't ship out until, if not, it won't be this Thursday, it'll probably be next Thursday. And so from there, we're talking an additional like 6 weeks, because we put on there hold on one second. When the pre-order closed out, it says on there, it's outlined. Please allow 8 to 10 weeks, because it has to ship from China over to California, then it has to get to us. So once it ships out next week, we're hoping that it only takes about 6 weeks. No more than that. It should take less time than that to get from overseas to California. and then process there. So it's not a ready to ship. It is several weeks before it will be shipped out, and it is outlined on the listing. So where do you find it at? You're going to go to the link in our bio. It is the very first link, I believe, on there now. I think it's the first link that's on there now. But if you can't find it there, you can go straight to our website. Learn.365 Creative Academy. So the number is 365 creativeacademy.com. Learn.365 creativeacademy.com. All one word. And you're going to go to all courses, and you're going to see the purple Creative Lounge thumbnail. Yes, sir.
You say you're gonna take me to grandma's house?
No, you're not going to grandma's house. Samaria is here. No one is at grandma's house.
Oh. Well, that's what you said at the house?
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I've been on here for an hour and a half. A lot of great information. Hopefully it kind of gave you some insight on your business. It's for me, it's more so that component where people tell you, go live, go live, go live, go live, go live, go live, post, 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 post. I don't mind being transparent in that. I'm not saying that I don't get sales, because we have other ways and other means of getting sales. You know, we have our Google listings. We have emails and stuff that we send out. I have ads in certain places. You know, when I'm doing certain, when I'm making certain posts, I'll post links under that. When people inbox me, you know, I will, of course, they want help from me, I'm going to give them a link to the website. So there are a lot of ways, and then we have a lot of local sales. So there are several ways where, you know, I can still make sales. I do this part because I love it. I just want you guys to understand that as much as I love this, and I show up every single day pretty much, it doesn't always equate to a bunch of views. Sometimes some people don't like that I go live because they don't know how long it's going to last, right? They rather watch a video where they know, okay, this is only 20 minutes long. This is only 30 minutes long. This is only 5 minutes long. This is only, you know, a couple seconds or whatever it is. Some people prefer content that way. They don't realize how much they're missing out, because when I'm on live, I'm now engaging with you guys. When you guys kind of respond back, I'm able to respond to that. And that might be a question, a concern, a fear, a challenge in somebody else's business, but they've never had anybody ask them, what's the challenge in your business? They've never had anybody kind of point out some of these things to them so they can learn from this. But I know that this does not make or break my business and me going live, me posting content. So I want you guys to understand that as well. You have to have other marketing strategies for your business. For me, it's a little bit different. When it comes to custom stuff, I'm not very active in it. I'm not saying that there's not money in it. I proved to myself, like, it was 2 weeks where you guys did not see me live all the time. I had like a little break in classes, and I was pumping out the custom orders. I made a lot of money during those 2 weeks. So I know if I needed to, I still got it. I can make money that way. It's not really where my passion is anymore. I'm like, well, not fully, right? I like doing that, but I have been doing it for so long. I enjoy helping other people come to the realization of how these skills can help you. Whether you want it to be a full-fledged business that you're going to, like, it's going to be your full-time. Is it going to be part-time? Is it going to be a side hustle for you? Do you only utilize these skills when you have a financial need? So for some of you, when we talk about pricing, if you're not someone that's pricing to keep a business moving, you can price in a manner where you're getting money for that particular thing. You're going to collect the money for that order in a certain way, and you're not worried about it going through a processor. You're not worrying being eligible for Shopify Capital, Sezzle Capital, like money that you can use without a credit check. You're not worried about those things, right? You just need the money right now to pay for a trip, to pay for some shoes, to pay for a computer, to pay for something for your kids. They need a new uniform. They need hoodies. They need socks. They need cleats. They need whatever. You're saving for a vacation. You would like to go, you and your family like to go on a cruise. Are you really doing this for a, like, as a true, like a true business and all those different things? No. You're still going to, put in any income that you have on your taxes, on your personal taxes. You're not doing separate taxes. You are taking your skill, just like people do all the time, and like they used to do at like garage sales or like flea markets and things like that. It's not a business. It is a side hustle. It's a way to make some extra money. You're taking your skills and you're just exchanging it for currency. That does not equate to a business. Just because you put a price to something does not mean that it is a business, okay? You can just be monetizing your skills to meet a need. And for some people, that is all they need to do. So their pricing structure is not going to be like, oh, they're not charging enough. Baby, I made enough to cover this light bill, okay? I use this heat press in like forever and a day, but times is hard. Baby, I know how to work it. Other people were like, look, I got to do something strange for a little change. I might have to hop on the pole. Well, guess what? It's a little desperate times calls for desperate measures. I may not have used this heat press, but I'm showing up ain't going to a pole, baby. I know I still got the skills. I'm going to go. I'll be able to, I know somebody that said they needed some shirts. They needed some tumblers. Let me go ahead and get this money real quick, okay? So my lights don't get cut off. That is the reality of some people. Some people don't need it to be a business. Some people just need to have these skills to keep the lights on. And that is perfectly okay. Okay. For myself, I feel like the fall is the season I jump into crafting with renewed enthusiasm. For me, it is grad season. I'm not a big like Christmas crafter. I live in Miami. It's not too many people. Like we got a lot of these other places that do all this pumpkin spice stuff. I really don't think it sells like that here. Like everyone here, I'm asking like pumpkin spice. They're like, they don't even understand why people change to all this, but because it's franchise, they do it everywhere. I wish they would market some of that stuff to where it is popular, because not everybody here does all that pumpkin spice stuff. We don't really have the fall. We are just happy for the real fall, because that means that we have kind of, the waters are cooled down and we know that we don't have to worry about as many hurricanes anymore. That's what we care about in fall. But every location is like a different, like when things ramp up for you. So for me, it's at grad season and summertime. So any questions for me before we go? Any questions for me? Anything that I can help with making your decision to get some, honestly speaking, sublimation paper or ink or heat tape just a little bit easier. If you don't know, we sell the best sublimation paper. Our ink, we don't, now this, you'll restock up on, depending on how much you sub. This, if you have an EcoTank printer, this bottle could last you a good year. Because with the smaller EcoTanks, this is 2 full refills. You don't have to use premium matte, so you're going to use less ink. So this could last you in an EcoTank printer. This could last you a really long time, especially if you're just a casual like sublimator. We also have heat tape. Wide variety of sizes, 1/2 inch all the way up to 6 inches. It's non-staining, non-marking. If you mix your paper and your heat tape, it's going to cost you the same amount in shipping. So consider that. If you don't need products, but you are looking to elevate your skills, be it in designing, be it in learning the techniques to get to the point where you're going to have, I know y'all can't see it, you're going to have good cuts on foam board. To get to a point where you learn the techniques to have good colors, good tumblers, learning sublimation. Maybe you want to learn how to create party favors and chip bag design and things like that. Maybe you want to learn how to customize composition notebooks. Maybe you want to learn how to do memorial designs. Maybe you want to learn how to make SVG designs. Maybe you just want how to switch up and you do a lot of parties and you want to take someone's head off of their picture and put it on a character. We have classes for that. If you want to learn how to switch up an SVG, we got classes for that. We got classes for days. So there is something for everyone in our classes, especially if it's a single class. Very, 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 very affordable. You definitely will get a return on your investment. Check out the classes. If you want to just see, you're like, girl, I don't really know you like that. Like, you talk a good game. I enjoyed this long ass, damn near 2-hour video, but I don't know, are all of your classes this long-winded? Do you talk too much in your classes? You can go ahead on our website, go down to where it says design challenges. So you're going to go down. And there are our design challenges from last year. They are $5.63. Okay. $5.63. To learn some real skills and understanding of Silhouette Studio and just design techniques. Even if you were to apply them to other programs, I teach it like graphic designing, not just as something to do in Silhouette Studio. You can somewhat apply these like techniques and things like that in other programs, but it's $5.63. You can get one, you can get all 7. Okay. And essentially, if you're really, really interested after you take that and you really, really want to learn Silhouette Studio, learn and get a full understanding of edit points because they freak you out, compound paths because you don't understand when to use them, when not to use them. You want to understand text. You want to understand subtract and all of the things. Enroll in our Essentials of Silhouette Studio program. It is, I think right now you get 50% off with the code SpongeBob. I think that's the active code right now for that one. Once you join the Creative Lounge, guess what? You get 60% off. So let's say you really, 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 really want to do like take Essentials of Silhouette Studio, right? You really, really want that. If you go and you enroll in the Creative Lounge, because the topics, these are some topics, man, I really need that information. $36, man, what can I not buy? Someone just said in the post, they just spent $32 on food that they absolutely hated. That's a one-time meal. You're going to poop that out. But you can spend $36 and get a lot of valuable information. And not only will you get a lot of valuable information, even if you leave after this month, you get access to a 60% off all classes code. So that $5.63 class, you can go and get that for 60% off. Pay a few bucks for it. You can get 60% off of Essentials to Silhouette Studio. You can get 60% off of Essentials to Photoshop, 60% off of the Memorial class. Just by investing $36.50, you're able to save on other trainings and education that you need. Okay. I'm glad I made it home before the live ended. You mentioned acknowledgments for custom items. What should be included in the acknowledgments for our protection? You mean what your terms and conditions? Is that what you're referring to? Make sure you tell about the True Black Pigment ink rather than the other brands. Have inferior tones, more rust than True Black. That's Pigment, but the Sublimation one too. Very good item for people who are picky about their print colors like I am. You said acknowledgments. Are you referring to like terms and things like that? All right. Well, for exact wording, you will need to join one of our programs, Creative Business, the Creative Lounge. But you want to have verbiage that talks about your turnaround time, your shipping policies, your return policies. Like at a minimum, that is what should be included, because that's what's going to that's what can hurt you if they decide to do a chargeback. Letting them know whatever your terms are, because I don't know what your terms are going to be. But at least them having your exactly what your shipping policies are, what your return policies or your refund policies are, what your turnaround time. At least those three things. Now, for more detailed information on that, you got to join the lounge. Like if you need actual examples and help with coming up with the right verbiage based off of your business, you come into a lounge session, you talk directly to me. So when we have these Zoom sessions, I allow you to unmute. You don't have to type it out. You talk to me. I'll probably ask you a few questions about your business, what it is that you do, figure out what your let's say goal is, or like what I really find, like if you've ever had an issue with chargebacks or anything like that, so we can talk about your situation. When you come to our pro call session, it's almost like having your very own mentor session, your very own coaching session, because those sessions are based on your questions for your exact needs. It is in a group setting, but I answer yours. So for $36.50, you can have a coaching session with a professional. I just signed up for the Creative Lounge. Awesome. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. And I will be updating. Like I have to drop in a lot of the playbacks from the past couple of sessions. So I will be working on dropping all of those in today. All right. So I gave you opportunity. I said last call, no other questions. Okay. She was like, look, I'm glad I got my question in and you were still alive. Last call. Even on TikTok. Man, y'all didn't do too well. See? Now, if I was a new creator, if I was someone that was new to business and I didn't know any better, I would feel so discouraged right now to be on for an hour and 50 minutes and only have 1,700 likes with all of the valuable, like, y'all have to go back over there to listen to the playback, but if you really listen and process it, there was so much value, even though it may not have been like full on actionable things that you don't think about, like you probably would not have thought about, and how you can now get some guidance or you figure out how to implement it into your business. There was so much value in this hour and 50 minutes. And I got 1.7K likes. That is crazy. If I was someone who was just starting out, the way that I would be discouraged, the way that I would probably end this live and freaking cry my eyes out, because I would be like, they said to go live. No one brought anything. They didn't even like the video. Some people would literally cry about that because you give your all. And again, we're going right back to how we started this video. I'm not saying that it's not beneficial. We've cleared a couple of sales since I've been on here. Thank you to everyone on the website and made some sales. And made purchases. Thank you. We've cleared some sales since I've been on here, right? Very, very grateful for that. But that may not always be the case. People will tell you, you have to go live, you have to go live, you have to go live, you have to go live. And there will be times, and because there's been plenty of times, I've been on live for 2 hours before. Did not close not one sale. Did not close not one sale. It is a resource, not the source. Make it a resource, not the source, that determines the success of your business. Okay? Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.